Hey everybody, it's Dr. Reiser. If you like what you see in our videos, make sure you click subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future videos about functional medicine, nutrition, and tips on how to reclaim your health the easy way with Functional Health Center of the Carolinas. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Reiser. We're going to talk about the coronavirus today in this breaking news video. Obviously, I'm a week late. I know I teased on our Instagram story about this video that was going to come up. I'm getting around to it now, so listen up. We're going to talk about the coronavirus today and what things you can do to help yourself just in case there would be some sort of issue with it coming over to the United States in larger numbers. So I want to preface this video by saying a couple things. I'm not trying to get anybody to panic. Do not panic. In all likelihood, this will be contained very easily, and that's what they're most likely saying for this. So I just think that it's interesting coming from a scientific perspective, also obviously from a functional medicine and immune perspective. There are a lot of research articles that they did after SARS came out for specific coronaviruses that may come in the future, and what you can do about it, things that are natural, things that are immune boosting, rather than waiting for a vaccine to come out for this potentially deadly virus. So let's get into what this is, the coronavirus here. So I have it behind me, and as far as the structure, obviously it doesn't exactly look like that, but this is a virus. You're gonna have proteins covering it and covering the viral capsule, and coronavirus in itself is multiple different viruses. This is just the overall term. SARS, like I said in the early 2000s, was a coronavirus. This new one is a coronavirus, and because of the natural structure, it's a type of virus where you're looking at an RNA structure and a single positive sense RNA structure that makes it very adaptive as a virus. So that's why there's no vaccine for this, okay? So it can change and mutate and do different things to where, it's hard to keep ahead of. So the other thing is that once you get this, you're going to have something called viral pneumonia, and you'll have all these upper respiratory issues similar to SARS, and that's where people that were already immune deficient basically, or were sick prior to getting the coronavirus, are dying from it. So the mortality rate right now for the coronavirus is about a 2%. Just to tell you, the flu is about 1%. So right now there's no real reason to panic. SARS was the mortality rate was about a 10% mortality rate. So this is not even close. There's about 42,000 cases in China. There's about 12 in the United States. Okay, so as long as we do everything we can as far as the World Health Organization containing this, we should be fine. That being said, we can talk about things that maybe will help us in the future prevent any kind of radical pandemic of a coronavirus or a new coronavirus, because obviously they're adapting, they're mutating. They're going to be coming from birds and mammals mostly and going back and forth, and they're transmitted through bodily fluids. So obviously washing your hands, covering your mouth when you sneeze and cough, those types of things are necessary. But what I'm going to talk about today are 3 things that you can do, let's say just in case we start to get a little bit nervous here in the United States, if more cases are coming, or if you're just somebody that just likes to be preventative and you like to be on the cutting edge of immune things and functional medicine protocols and that kind of stuff. So I did tease one thing, so I'm going to erase this. And it was a study done, and all of these studies are post-SARS. So what happened, SARS is a coronavirus, and it came out in the early 2000s. So after there was a vaccination that was created and we contained it, what a lot of scientists did is look for natural ways or natural compounds that could actually prevent this virus from replicating or from people getting contaminated and all those things. So one thing that they did see, and I'm going to post the research articles for a lot of these, is oregano oil. So a study was done with oregano oil. And I believe the specific one was P73 extra strength. So they did a study where this oregano oil P73 extra strength, diluted it in a solution and put it up against the coronavirus, and they allowed it to sit in this solution. And the longer it sat with the coronavirus, the more the virulence of the virus actually decreased. So that is obviously showing us that it is effective. It helps with killing off this virus, if you will, or breaking it down to the point where it's no longer virulent. But it was an amazing study. So this is something you can actually find in capsule form, liquid form. You can take this herbal form as a preventative. And you can, I mean, literally millions of brands online. So this is one cool thing that you can do if you are just somebody that's just paranoid and nervous, or in case something comes this way over the United States, you can actually take this and it will theoretically, according to this research article, at least boost your immune system enough to where you could possibly get rid of this virus before it does anything. Two other things they looked at, and this was specifically for SARS, which we would just actually call this a group, would be flavonoids. So you can find this in a lot of different foods. Okay, but we looked at two specifically, and don't kill me if I don't get the spelling on these right. I think that's right. Evacetin, and same thing here. Ryo, I think F. Let me check real quick. Folate. Okay. So both of these flavonoids you're going to find, and there's various in the environment. You'll find from different fruits, vegetables, spices, all these types of things. Well, these two specifically, they tested against SARS coronavirus and different types of coronavirus, and they did the same thing. They acted on this, what's called 3CL protease, and when they acted on this enzymatic activity, it basically made, again, this virus non-virulent. It wasn't effective. So where can you find these two things? That's what we want to know, obviously. So this one will be found in flaxseed, and this is in citrus peels. So what you'll do, obviously adding flax to some, you can add it to your smoothie in the morning. And I've actually seen citrus peels ground up in capsule form. You can eat the peel if you want to. But those two things and those two flavonoids have been shown to be very effective against this virus, because as we know, like I said, there is no antibiotic to this. This isn't a bacteria, so it can mutate, and you have to look at different enzymes and different protein structures that can be broken down, and these will do the trick. Okay, so just to recap here, we're talking about oregano oil, we're talking about flax and citrus peels. One thing everybody always talks about as well is upping, your turmeric, and you could do leeks, you could do garlic. Those have tons of these compounds in here that are very good against viruses, and this is just what this is. So I'm not saying that this is going to cure the coronavirus, but I am saying that if in fact this does get over to the United States, or in the future, if there's some sort of an issue, or if you're just some sort of paranoid person and you want to boost your immune system during this time where we're talking about it on the news, these are things you can take because they have been shown to be effective against this particular strain called coronavirus. Maybe not the particular one that's coming out right now, the Wuhan, but they have been shown in past coronaviruses as far as being effective. If you have any questions about this, let me know. This is a crazy topic, and there's a lot of things obviously that I even have to research about this, but this is at least what I know so far, and this is what I've seen in the past as far as SARS was concerned. We'll put the research articles in the caption here so you can click on them and read through the abstracts just to get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Pretty heavy in microbiology, pretty heavy in those types of areas. Shout out to my microbiology undergrad teacher, Dr. Kale. See, I told you I would eventually get this stuff down. So like I said, guys, have any questions, DM me. Be on the lookout for more videos. I may make a couple more about coronavirus. But be safe out there, wash your hands, and obviously when we're coughing and sneezing, cover your mouth. See ya.